This could just be me, or I'm making something up or imagining things, but there has been an absolutely obscene amount of battleships in the queue this week, and I don't know why. Fuck, I just bounced my damn microphone, but I have seen like as high as like 40, 50 battleships in the queue and like 10 of everything else, and what I think is happening is people are starting to get their Wisconsins now that the last mission chain's been released. And people are starting to get it, and now we just have a bunch of Wisconsins running around. And this theory is further supported by one game. I think it wasn't on my stream, but I was playing with one of my friends, and he was streaming, and we had a game with 8 Wisconsins in it, 4 per team, and then a further 2 Hanovers per team. So there was 8 Wisconsins and 4 Hanovers in total, and that was pretty spicy. But anyway, first things first, looking at the matchmaking here, that we do not have that. No carrier. There's only one submarine to piss me off. Gearing, a Z-52 and a Sashio for destroyers. No radar to speak of on the enemy team, although the Castilla and the Colbert are going to be annoying to deal with. The Rupert as well, because of the Hydro, but I'm not really too stressed about anything else. The Gearing, the 52, and the Asashio are going to be annoying to deal with, though. Assuming that they're going to be in front of any of those cruisers. And picking 2v1 fights is not a pro move. So what our plan for right now is, honestly, what I'm looking at is I want to head out towards like this side right here and just try and get a torpedo shot going this way from over here as the ships try and push in through sea. Try and get a torpedo shot on them as they're being forced to angle to the Duncan. So that's going to be the plan for right now. There's really not a whole lot I can do about sea itself right now. I have almost no ships over here myself, and I don't have smoke, so I can't disengage quickly. I don't want to have to trade a bunch of health just to get a reset for something that's probably going to end up being taken anyway. So I'm just going to save my health for right now, and I'm going to keep this asthma spotted, I guess, for now. We're going to look for a torpedo shot on either this guy or on the Wisconsin. And then once those threats are dealt with, then we'll go and look for a fight with those destroyers. Although that Wisconsin is not going to push in. He is going to just sit there playing Island Cockroach. This Asthma's actually doing a straight up gamer turn in front of the Duncan. And there's our Ibuki off in Narnia. I'll be surprised if his asthma survives that. Which he did. He just gamer turned in front of the Duncan and lived to tell the tale, so well done to him, I guess. This Kremlin's too far away for a torpedo shot. Their battleships are not playing very aggressively this game. Those were not deep waters that went by. Okay, it looks like it's the Asashio and B because there's the deep waters through there. The Asashio's launching deep waters into a Benson smoke, by the way. Or I guess they could be being launched at the Minnesota that's behind him. But whatever. His Asthma is actually somehow still alive, which is surprising. It looks like now the Wisconsin and the Kremlin might be wanting to get in here. Just gotta prevent this asthma from going dark, and I honestly really want to shoot that guy to guarantee he goes down. I really, really do, but it's not worth it. There's a Kremlin, there's a Wisconsin, there's a Z-52 over there. It's just not going to be worth trading that much health just to kill an asthma who's healing anyway. And this Kremlin's about to just be playing Island Cockroach over there. What I'm going to want to do right now is I want to try and probably move. I also could. Actually, this Z-52 is pushing into the Benson. I honestly might aim to just help out my Benson and get this Z-52 killed. I think that's what our play is going to be, because this Wisconsin is kiting away. So once the line of sight is broken between me and the Z-52, I'll be able to instantly go dark. I'm just going to miss everything because I'm fucking trash at the game. Okay, never mind. We suck, boys. Give me a thumbs up for sucking. Get a little bit of chip on him, but we're just going to grab this cap and then we're going to chill. Those were Castilla shots, it looked like. Wisconsin shells. Okay. The Z-52 got away because we're shit at the game, is what we've learned here. Wisconsin and Kremlin are starting to push in, as well as the Castilla. We have our entire team up in these corners, by the way. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to head back out like I initially did. I'm expecting that this Kremlin, Wisconsin, and possibly the Asma and Castilla as well. I'm expecting that these guys are going to want to push in directly into C. And I'm just going to try and get a broadside shot on them to punish them for that. This Kremlin's just going to do the bow in reverse thing, as Kremlin players love to do. Our Shima hopefully will kill this Asashio, or at very least, hopefully will not die. I guess that's the best we can hope for at this point. These guys are all going to accelerate. I really want to... Who can I kill here? It's Asma. There goes the Minnesota. Okay. Kremlin, Wisconsin. Alright, we're going to launch torpedoes out like that. Because I'm expecting that these guys are all going to push basically right through here and into our spawn. So that's the idea of what I'm trying to punish them for. Sashio just got smacked. This Kremlin is just, I think, just letting it flood. Actually, no, he's not. Those were... no, they weren't overshot, but they weren't that good either. Actually, those were actually very good. Never mind. That might kill the Asma. Yeah, it does. Alright, actually, that was really good there. I really want to shoot this Wisconsin because I know his DCP is down. We are... Okay, so we're not in a horrible position here. We are hopefully going to be able to get A and at least stem that bleeding. I have 2 of their ships basically tied up for free. Their guns are basically ineffective, or at very least the Kremlin is. This Wisconsin's health is ineffective, though. If this Ibuki can land a permafire on the Wisconsin, that would be good. But this Kremlin though really has his heart set on trying to find me. I have another few seconds on my torpedo reload. I think my play is gonna be trying to kill either this Castilla or the Wisconsin, because this Kremlin's guns are basically ineffective. He's not shooting anything on my team, whereas this Wisconsin and the Castilla are. I mean, Yeah, this Kremlin's not really a concern. There's a fucking Z-52 in my mouth, though. So I'm gonna try and get this guy killed, and then just go dark. Or at very least, I'm gonna force them to go on a wild goose chase, and chase me all the way to J1, if they want to kill me. I'm gonna try and kill the Z-52. Alright. We don't manage to kill him, but he is super, super low. Don't land a fire. I actually mistimed that really bad. Alright, yeah. That was not good by me, but I was honestly not expecting that Z-52 to push in the way he did. I figured he was most likely going to be playing around B, but whatever. We still did what we ultimately wanted to do, which was drag the Z-52, the Castilla, and the Kremlin out into the middle of Narnia. It does kind of suck that we weren't able to drag him all the way to J1, but that fucking Kremlin is absolutely hurting. And this Z-52, you can see I took so much attention from their team, and our team was actually able to push in here and actually did very, very well, given how this game started. But this Kremlin spent so much time off in Narnia. The Z-52 almost killed himself just to kill me, and it is really unfortunate that we didn't kill him there, but that Z-52 is such low health at this point that he's basically combat ineffective. If he gets spotted, he is going to die. So, and now the rest of our team is just going to collapse in on them. They have 3 ships off in sea, which is fine. We have a bunch of ships, full health, battleships. We have well, not really a healthy destroyer, but we still have a submarine. We still have Arashima. One of their destroyers is super low. We still have a petro radar. Well, this game we're pretty much good to go at this point. It would take a colossal throw for us to lose this. Is this a 20-kilometer shima? It is a 20-kilometer shima, so I guess a throw's not out of the question. But that Kremlin is also super low because he ended up eating a fucking shitload of torps after the fact as well. But this Castilla, he's basically dead here. There's a Petro almost on his side, not exactly, but Sap Gober a little bit. Is he gonna eat one of these? He is. This is no. He did not. He actually managed to dodge that, which I honestly find super surprising. Vote now on your phones. The Goliath Devstruck. No, he does not. If you voted yes, then you were wrong. But speaking of Devstruck, that Castilla is a lot lower health than the last time he saw his health bar. There he goes. Now it's going to be the Kremlin's turn to get balanced by a Petro and a Yamato. This Petro actually has no radars left. Actually, hold on. I want to test something. Does this mod work? Can I see people's builds in Spectator? No, I don't. That's unfortunate. Whatever. There goes the Kremlin. And now, this game is basically over. We're about to just roll into C here. Their Z-52 is on, like, negative health. But I think the value in this game right here is... You don't... Well, I mean, I guess we did do a lot of damage there, but most of that was to battleships. But the main thing that we did there was we stayed alive. And, well, up until a point anyway. And we just stayed where we were and harassed the enemy team and forced them to commit resources to deal with us. And that Z52, if I had a couple more blind shells connect, he would have died there. But oh well, there he goes. But the real value here is just the value of shooting armor piercing at gearing. That's great, but whatever. What was I saying? Oh yes. So basically what we did there was, even though yes they eventually got us, honestly I wasn't expecting the Z52 to walk at us the way he did, but whatever, it happens. But shut the fuck up. Basically we are shut anyway, we forced the enemy team to commit a Kremlin, a Wisconsin, a Z52, an Azima. The Azima actually ended up dying there. A Castilla, like almost half their team. That was like 4 or 5 ships on their team that had to deal with me. One ship over in sea. And they also, the ships that, even though they ended up getting us, it cost them a lot of health in order to do it. And it also cost them a ship. It almost cost them 2 ships. But the ships even the ones that didn't die, lost a lot of health in the exchange. So the value here is just forcing the enemy to deal with you. And the value of dragging them off into the middle of Narnia, which, yes, you might be off in Narnia too, but if you have multiple enemies chasing you, that's fine, because that is what ultimately bought us enough time or the rest of our team rather, to be able to push through A and roll over the rest of them, because they just had so many resources committed to C. And we had so many resources committed to A, even more than they did, even if, well, not really if we didn't tie up those ships. That could have been interesting if those guys decided to go to A, but you know, it's whatever. I've made my point, I feel like. So now, fuck me, this is not a replay, I can't just speed things up. I'm so used to being able to, like, press pause and, like, speed things up when things are boring, and now I'm having to, like, sit here and, like, talk bullshit. But this gearing is gonna just drag things out, because random destroyer players, gotta love them. But whatever. This game's gonna be over in a few seconds anyway. And like I think I've said like 3 times at this point, is if you can force the enemy to commit resources to dealing with you, then as long as it's more than one, shut the fuck up. As long as it's more than a 1-for-1 exchange of resources, basically, if you can stall out several ships to deal with you, even if they kill you, if you can drag them far enough away, that might be what wins your team the game. And as you see that demonstrated right here. So that is going to be enough for today. And I will see you on stream tomorrow. And also, here's just the detailed stuff if you want to see it. A lot of damage to those battleships because reasons. But anyway, deep waters love battleships. But we did spec for guns here. If you saw the build viewer, weren't able to utilize it, but you know, it happens sometimes. So that is going to be enough for today. So I will see you on stream tomorrow.